Hello Scorpios and welcome to Timsy Naked Tarot. Don't worry, Timsy is not naked, the tarot reader is naked, by which I mean I try to strip out as much astrology as I can. I do that using this plain deck to bring in the star sign or type of star sign of the person we're doing the read about. But in this case, the star sign or type of star sign I'm going to be putting in is going to be of someone of significance to your finances over the next few months, because I'm doing a financial read for you this week. Okay, next week I'll be back onto my normal schedule of just doing ordinary general reads, just to see what energies are around you. But this week I am doing the financial energies of Scorpio for the next sort of few months, going up to December 21st. Okay, right, there we go. We got the 8 of Clubs, which is an older fire sign, Scorpio. So it could be an older Sagittarian, an older Leo, or an older Aries, or it could just be pay more attention to the last card I pull in this run and the clarifiers for that one, because that will be the fire sign month. Okay, that'll be Sagittarius's birth month I'll be doing. So, well, birth months. So that will be that'll be what we're looking at for that card. Okay. Excuse me. You had the King of Pentacles in your all signs overview I done for this particular type of read. The King of Pentacles is a successful person. It's a boss figure in financial reads. It's still modest and proud and generous, but it can be seen as a boss more than anything else. Okay, we got the 9 of Cups as well before we do the cut. The 9 of Cups is kind of the minor arcana of the wish. And the 7 of Cups, choices. So perhaps you're wishing for a lot. Perhaps your wishes come true and it's left you with a lot of choices to make. Perhaps the world is your oyster financially at the moment. Okay. So let's see what else is going to come out in the read. So basically, I'm going to be drawing 4 cards. The first card will be from the 21st of August going into the 21st of September, and so on through the rest of the month. So the 21st of September to 21st of October, 21st of October to 21st of November, 21st of, November, going into the 21st of December. Okay. The reason we're going from the 21st of all these is because I've asked the universe to give me a financial read to the winter solstice, which is the 21st of December. It'll be the summer solstice if you're watching from the southern hemisphere, but it's the same time in the universe knows it's just called a different thing in the southern hemisphere. Okay, so the first card out is the King of Cups. Let's pop up there. So for the first month, the King of Cups is suggesting perhaps you need to use diplomacy this month. Okay, perhaps maybe your bills are getting on top of you and you're not earning quite enough to pay all your bills you have from the more fruitful lead up to this time of the financial period. And perhaps you need to be phoning up a few companies and saying, look, I can't make the full payment. Can we strike some sort of deal to make a lesser payment? Maybe I can't afford to pay you the £50 a month I'm meant to be paying you. Can we pay £25 a month but extend the term by twice the length? Something like that. Okay, 9 times out of 10, most companies are happy to do this for you because they're still getting money off you. Okay, they'll much rather get 20% or 50% or 80% of what they should be getting than get 0% off you. Okay, and then have to pay bailiffs and things to come round and try to collect the money somehow or another. Okay, so month 2, So month 2 is the Four of Cups. Lots of cups for a financial read. I haven't seen any pentacles yet. Okay. The Four of Cups is kind of a card of let me get this right. Contemplation. Contemplation. A sit down and think. It's kind of suggesting that perhaps you have to sort of rework your finances. Yeah, you may have struck some deals with some of your people you owe money to, but maybe you have to sit down and structure your finance and see what can actually come out and what can stay. Okay. Week or month 3 is the Star. That's the major arcana of the Nine of Cups we saw during the cut. So this is October into November. It's a card of wishing. It's a card of putting your intentions out there. Okay, yeah. So you've made some choices. Perhaps you're wishing that you could have kept something on instead of getting rid of it. Perhaps you decided that the car you're financing, well, you don't need that car. You could get a cheaper car, a smaller car, a more economical car, which doesn't cost so much to run. So you're losing your big love and joy, and you're just getting a standard run of a mill car, but you're wishing you had your car back. Okay, so you're putting the intentions out there. Perhaps you're getting your wish come true. Perhaps you're having to wait for it. We'll see on the clarifiers on that one. Perhaps you're just wishing to win the lottery. And the Two of Cups to finish off. Well, it's funny that the Two of Cups turns up here. Okay, because we said the fire sign there is some sort of importance to you. This is the month of Sagittarius, which is also a fire sign. Oh, it's the birth month for Sagittarius, so it's the 21st of November going into the 21st of December. And it's a coming together of energies. Yeah, and I said this is some sort of significance to your finance, some sort of importance to your finance. Okay, so it is possible that is just you are meeting up with someone who is going to be somehow helping you out financially. Perhaps you meet someone who offers you a new job. Perhaps you meet someone who has just recently won the lottery, and but hasn't told you about it, and you find out later on. But they bear some sort of significance to your finances. Okay, so let's get some clarifiers out for all these. Obviously, we'll start back with the King of Cups and get some clarifiers for the King of Cups and see what's going on with that month. There we go. That's our first card out. Excuse me again. So, the Five of Pentacles is all about worries. It's about financial loss. It's a card of poverty. It's a card of worries. In this particular case, this archer in the background has fired off 5 arrows, and this guy in the foreground is worried that one of these arrows are going to land on him. Okay, they're all pointing up in the air at the moment, and he's worried that one might land on me, so he's trying to run away from it all. But it's also a wintry background on the card, and that's the financial loss, being left out in the cold, the poverty and all that. What I'm getting off this is what I said about the King of Cups. Yeah, perhaps you have to be diplomatic with the people you owe money with to try to get some sort of lesser payment or something like that. You're still worrying about it. You're in financial poverty at the moment. Your finances aren't quite as good as you would like them to be. Perhaps you're not getting the overtime you would normally get at this time of year or whatever. That's death, the card of, well, death and renewal. It's something's died. As I just said, you might not be getting the overtime you would normally be getting at this time of year. Yeah, so where you were expecting money, perhaps you didn't get a bonus this year, and you normally get a bonus sort of in August time. And it's gone. It's not there. Something's died. Something's missing. something's not right. But there's something being born back in its place. This would be this bit here, mainly. Okay, and that is the Hierophant from this particular deck. The Hierophant in this deck is Odin, with his 2 ravens, which go and scour the known worlds and feed Odin back information. Okay, but as the Hierophant itself, it is suggesting that perhaps you need to seek some sort of professional advice. It's some sort of person who's at the top of their like learning or teaching levels in a financial field. Okay, can be seen as religious or spiritual as well, but because we're doing a financial read, I'm going to say you need to seek out some sort of financial guru to help you out a little bit. Okay, crossing this is the World, a new start. Okay, as I said, this is probably what's being born from the death. Okay, whatever's gone, whatever's not there with that death card is probably being reborn into the rest of the read. So let's see what is clarifying for the next lot of cards for you, Scorpio. So this will be September 21st going into October 21st. Okay. The Five of Swords. Okay. The Five of Swords is a little bit of a negative energy. It's self-defeating. It's negative talking about yourself. It's, yeah, just sort of all that sort of thing. Self-sabotagement. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to go on with a little bit more before I say anything else about that. We got the High Priestess. Well, the High Priestess is like someone who keeps secrets. She is the secret keeper of the Hierophant. He sort of confides in her. She's also the confidant of the Empress as well. So the Empress confides in her as well. So she has lots of secrets. But it's about intuition as well. And perhaps it's sort of saying, if it feels right, go for it to a certain extent. If it feels wrong, if there's something that don't feel quite right about it, listen to that gut feeling and maybe back away and have a better, deeper look at it. Okay. What card's that? That's, I can't think of the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so the Wheel of Fortune is suggesting, again, that things are starting to turn. Okay. Clearly, August, September is sort of saying that you're not in a financial position, a good financial position. You've got worries about financial things. You need to use diplomacy. You're going to be juggling your finances about. There's something which would normally happen at this time of year, what hasn't happened, which has left you seeking professional advice and all that. So this month is sort of like, yeah, the energies are turning. It's what was is getting better, basically, with the Wheel of Fortune. But it's still not great yet. Okay, it's just the start of the beginning. Okay. Crossing this little dot is the Strength card. The Strength card is, well, there's fear always wrapped up with strength. If you need strength to do something, you fear that you can't. Okay, but it's just basically telling me to just stay strong. Okay, it will get better. It will sort itself out. Yes, you may have to cut things out of your life, as I said with the Four of Cups when I first got it out. It's a time of contemplation. It's a time of withdrawal and meditation. Okay, perhaps don't be going out spending so much. Perhaps cut your costs where you can. Okay, I will just like to take this moment to point out that this is a general read. I'm dealing with more than one viewer, which means I'm dealing with more than one incoming energy. I'd also like to point out that I am not a financial advisor. Okay, I'm just a person just like you, unless of course you happen to be a financial advisor watching this. And then no, I'm not like you because I'm not a financial advisor. Okay, I make silly choices with my money, just like everyone else, and I make some good choices with my money. I'm a gambler, so there you go. There's one of my silly choices I make with my money. But every now and then, it's a good choice I make with my money. But normally, 9 times out of 10, I lose more than I win. So there you go. So do not take any advice you get out of here as professional advice. Okay, I am not a financial advisor. I am not a professional in this field whatsoever. So, if something I say sounds good to you and you think, oh yeah, I might invest in that because Timsy said so, yeah, check it out with a professional first. Go and seek out that guru down here. Okay? Okay, I think I just covered my ass legally. Right. Excellent. If this resonates with you, fantastic. Please like, subscribe, share and comment. If it doesn't resonate with you, don't worry too much. I'll be going back onto my normal read soon, at the next week sometime, and everything will be back on track where I'm just giving you general reads of general energies around you. Okay, so we got the Queen of Pentacles. This is probably all leading on to that King of Pentacles, which we got in the All Signs overview for you. The Queen of Pentacles, again, is a successful person. Let me just put you on pause while I turn my alarm off because I don't know where it is. Here we go, we're back. Yeah, so the Queen of Pentacles is a successful person. It's a card of... I feel it's a card of lending in this particular case. Most Queen of Pentacles, they're always like holding out a pentacle. This particular one is holding out a pentacle. It's someone offering you a pentacle, or you possibly offering someone some help. Perhaps this is your wish. You're wishing that someone would sort of offer you some help without interest on and things like that. The Queen of Pentacles also suggests that it's a nurturing card. So it suggests you might have to nurture any sort of finances you have on the go. So if you are have got some money in stocks or shares somewhere, perhaps it's time to have a look at them, get some of the capital back off it, perhaps invest a little bit more in them before the prices go up. Obviously, if you're doing stocks and shares, you know a little bit more about finances than me, or it's just your version of gambling. And yeah, so you know what you're doing with them. Or again, seek professional advice about stocks and shares. Don't go what I say about it. Yeah. Yes, I do have a little dabble in stocks and shares as well. What can I say? I'm a gambler. But yeah, again, I lose just as much as I make on it. So I'm not a good person with stocks and shares. Right, the Hermit card. We've also got out, and the Two of Swords. So the Hermit card is basically a retreat away from society. Okay, so where I said about in this bit, yeah, with your Four of Cups, perhaps you need to start going out less, cutting out your spending, this, that and the other, as well as like maybe losing that top end car and getting something a little bit cheaper to save on the payments of it. It's kind of saying the same thing there. You perhaps being in a little bit more is not that bad for you. Yeah, sitting there watching a couple of episodes of your favorite series instead of going down the pub is going to be a lot cheaper for you in the long run, and it will save you money. Perhaps not with the way electricity prices are going at the moment, but with the Two of Swords, it says there's some sort of difficult decision that you are facing. There's an impasse, and there could be a little bit of confusion within you about what you have to do. Okay, crossing this is the World again. So we had the World crossing there, and we got the World crossing here. But we got the Five of Swords there. It's a false victory. It's a false start, so to speak. So your first World was, yes, the potential of a new start, but you may get in the way of it. Okay, with the choices you make, you may not listen. You may not take the advice of that guru, which is suggested that you need at the end of the first birth month. August into September, the suggestion that you need that professional advice. You may not listen to them. You may think, oh, well, that sounds a bit extreme. I'll do it my way. And you muck up your first start, okay? So then you're getting a second chance. Pretty much Judgment would have done just as well in that position for a crossing card. You're getting a second chance, a second new start. The universe is being generous to you, Scorpios, isn't it? Okay. And this second new start is bringing in, I would say, this fire energy. Okay. It's Two of Cups. Because, as I said, it's a coming together of energies. There you go. There's our cards what I dropped. So we'll have them. And they're all in reverse. Fantastic. So, okay, and okay, right. Okay, so we'll start with the Nine of Wands in reverse. The Nine of Wands in reverse. I'm saying it's that give in to things. Okay. Listen again, like that High Priestess. Listen to that inner voice. Listen to that inner. Let's just put my shadow over that so you can see the cards better. There you go. Listen to that inner. Not child. That little thing what sort of tells you if it's a good idea or not. Pay attention to that. Do that. The Emperor there in reverse is perhaps get off your high horse a little bit. Perhaps get down onto the level of the common people. Maybe it's actually just suggesting that you believe that you have this right to just get money from nowhere. You believe that people should just give you money. Perhaps that's a wrong way of looking about it, yeah? Okay? Perhaps you need to realise you have to actually get off your arse and go to work if you want to make money. The Six of Cups, it's normally in the right way up, you would be reminiscing about better times, okay? Happier, funner, better times you've had in the past. In reverse, I feel it's just a case of you've been here before, yeah? You've weathered it once, and it weren't particularly happy, and it weren't particularly good, and you probably vowed to yourself then you would never do it again, okay? But now it's got to the point where you have done it again, and you're back at it. The last crossing card of this, which is November going into December, is the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, this is the beginning of a long slog for you. Okay, it's a divine timing card. In other decks, that's sometimes seen as a farmer looking over his crop, waiting to harvest it, waiting for that right time to harvest it. Yeah, I'm feeling in this particular case, you've only just planted that crop. Okay, so you've got all that time to wait for everything you've put into motion to come to fruition. Okay, I may do another financial read sort of closer to the winter solstice to see what's coming up for the next quarter. Depends on how much time I have. I should have a lot more time round about then, so maybe I will. And maybe we'll be able to see where all this is going for you. Okay, Scorpio? Well, that's your read. If you liked it, if it resonated, if you enjoyed it, please like, subscribe, share, and comment. If you did not like it, resonate, or enjoy it, I'm so sorry. But still, subscribe, share, and comment. Thank you very much. Do bear in mind, I'm not a financial advisor. Any financial advice I have given in this read is just what I'm feeling off the energies coming up for your particular part of the zodiac. Okay? There is always free will of everyone, including your own, what can get in the way of this energy, block this energy, or divert this energy elsewhere. So all that being said, yeah, seek professional advice when it comes to dealing with your finances. Thank you very much, and catch you all soon.